And what is going on, everybody? My name is Travis, and welcome to SF Bay Area Sports Talk. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day so far and enjoying divisional playoff weekend. The Kansas City Chiefs have defeated the Cleveland Browns 22-17 in the 2020 AFC Divisional Playoff, and the Chiefs are advancing to their third straight AFC Championship game. Now, before we dive right into the game, want to send my thoughts and my prayers out to Patrick Mahomes, who did have to leave the game in the third quarter due to a concussion. So praying for a speedy recovery for Mahomes and that it is nothing serious and that we are going to be able to see him fully healthy and able to go in the AFC Championship game next Sunday against the Buffalo Bills. Now, what a game this was from both teams, and give big credit to the Cleveland Browns fighting back in this game. And what an incredible drive that was in the fourth quarter. Kareem Hunt comes up with the touchdown on 3rd and goal, and the Browns get within 5 points, and then they get a stop and they get the ball back and they have an opportunity, but then, they end up getting in, 3rd and long situation. They are not able to get the first down. Then they end up having to punt the ball back to the Chiefs, and give credit to the backup that came in today, Chad Haney. He played very phenomenal, and especially that last play there, that essentially the game-winning play of the game. I mean, he was just running on the field there and diving for the first down, or essentially it ended up setting up a 4th and inches there. Chiefs end up getting that, converting to the first down. And, from there, they end up putting the game away. And so welcome in, everyone, to the post-game show. We got 49ers diehard fan. How are you doing, my man? Mahomes down, easy win for Bills. And, looking on paper, I think definitely, if Mahomes is unable to go, it's hard for me to see, the Chiefs and a backup, Chad Haney, to be able to beat Josh Allen and that Bills team, which right now I think is, the hottest football team right now. They are playing like, the hottest team. And so definitely, it's going to be intriguing to see what's going to happen. And again, I'm praying Mahomes is going to be able to go next Sunday against the Bills. And in that matchup, I'm going to be rooting for the Buffalo Bills in that one. So we'll see what is going to happen. But what a game this was. And, looking at the Cleveland Browns season as a whole, how incredibly exciting it was last week to defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers in that wild card game, and all of that excitement, considering that Cleveland had not been to the playoffs in since the 1995 season. That was the last time they were in the divisional playoff game. And so, what a season it was for them, they to go 11-5. And so, there were a lot of missed opportunities in this game for the Browns. And, they come up just short in this game, but almost very nearly came away with the comeback against the defending Super Bowl champions. So that was very impressive. Now let's get into some stats. So looking at Baker Mayfield, he completed 23 of 37 passes for 204 yards, did throw 1 touchdown and 1 interception. And if we look at the rushing situation, Nick Chubb had 13 carries for the Browns for 69 yards, averaging 5.3 rushing yards a carry. And Kareem Hunt, of course, came up with that big touchdown there in the fourth quarter to get the Browns within 5 points. And, that was when I was thinking it looked like the Browns, potentially could have, could have potentially put themselves in position to win this game. And you can argue that the drive that they had when they were down by 5 with, 6 or 7 minutes left, that was perhaps the biggest drive ever in, recent Browns history, to be able to potentially send them to the AFC Championship. And so, it's just very tough, of course, when you're coming up just short But I think, for the Browns, they're going to be more than pumped to get back at it next year after getting as far as they were able to this season. I think Bills might lose to the Saints in the Super Bowl if that happens. I can definitely see that. The Saints, you can never count out Drew Brees and, how far he can take that Saints team. And so, today I think it's going to be a fun matchup we got coming up here shortly. And, we are going to be doing a quick post game right now so I can get some time to, be able to catch the afternoon nightcap here for us. And what a matchup that's going to be. I am predicting the Buccaneers and Tom Brady to barely beat out Drew Brees and the Saints in that game. So it's going to be very exciting. We got Double T. Welcome in to the show. So great to see you here. How are you doing, my man? He says, go Bills, smash the Chiefs. Absolutely. I'm right there with you. Go Buffalo all the way in this game. And what a matchup we have on tap for next Sunday for Championship Sunday. It's going to be phenomenal. Really looking forward to it. And yeah, looking at the breaking down some more stats of this game from the receiving end of things for the Browns. You had Rashad Higgins with 5 catches for 88 yards. You had David Njoku with 4 catches for 59 yards. And then for the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes completed 21 of 30 passes for 255 yards and 1 touchdown. And Darrell Williams carried 13 carries for 78 yards, a very impressive 6 rushing yards a carry. And on the receiving side of things, that this Chiefs offense, they are just so explosive and they have so many different playmakers on offense. And, when you combine that with the explosive skill set with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, his ability to zoom those throws in, and then also his ability to run with the football as well, it makes this Chiefs offense a very tough matchup. No matter what defense you are, it's going to be a big challenge to go up against them and to, contain them as much as possible. I think the Browns should have used more pass plays. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Today, I think, some things worked very well for the Browns, but, I think there were some missed opportunities today. And just a tough break, when you come so close like this, if you're the Browns in this game, this is definitely a heartbreaking loss, especially when you have a chance. All you can ask for is to have a chance there late. Because, early in this game, it looked like the Chiefs were going to be pulling away from the Browns in this game. It was I think it was 19-3. Chiefs had a 16-point lead. And, I think obviously the game-changing play, big momentum shift in this game was when, shortly before halftime, it looked like Cleveland was on the verge of picking up a touchdown right before the half. And, they end up not calling the penalty on, the hit to the helmet, and it ends up being a touchback. And so instead of a, potential Browns touchdown to get within, one score, the ball ends up going back to the Chiefs, and then they end up getting a field goal. They go up 19-3. But then, you definitely got to give credit to the Browns. And, considering that this looked like it could have been a blowout, and you come all the way back, you rally back, and then you're down by 5, 1 score, and, with 5-6 minutes left. And, you just have to execute one last drive. And this is definitely tough for the Browns' sake, having those missed opportunities today. But, I think you definitely look at the season as a whole and consider that, what a big, growing experience it was. And, definitely the Browns can use that this past year and the experience that they gained to, catapult them into next season. And so, looking at some of those explosive playmakers that the Chiefs do have on offense today, Tyreek Hill had 8 catches for 110 yards. And then, of course, Travis Kelce, the tight end who broke George Kittle's tight end record this past season. Kelce had over 1,400 or so plus receiving yards as a tight end. And I do fully expect George Kittle to come right back and answer the bell that Travis Kelce has said. I expect Kittle to break Kelce's record next year. So I think it's going to be so fun seeing these two battle it out. Of course, in my opinion, I think George Kittle is not only the best tight end in football, but I think he's the best player in the NFL right now. But, that is my opinion. And I just love everything about the way Kittle plays, his work ethic, and everything that he can do on the football field. But, definitely got to give credit to Kelce as well. He is another, again, huge explosive playmaker and one of the best tight ends in the game. And Kelce today put up a big performance with 8 catches for 109 yards and had 1 touchdown. And you had Mecole Hardman with 4 catches for 58 yards. And so, in this game, again, when Patrick Mahomes left the game and backup Chad Henne had to come into the game, that was an opportunity that I think for the Browns, it appeared, that they could have a chance to come back into this game. And, that was what they did. They were able to execute the drive to get them within 1 score. But then, unfortunately, for the Browns' sake, they were unable to, get that last touchdown that they needed to go ahead. And then, they just could not stop them on the defensive side of the, when they went back on defense. Chad Henne, that run was just insane to set up the 4th and inches play and, sacrificing his body the way that he did on that play, trying to dive to get, the last bit of inches for the first down marker. That was very impressive there. And especially considering that Mahomes had left the game earlier, you just never know, again, putting your body out on the line like that. And so, I'm praying everything's going to be good with Mahomes and that, we'll be able to see him next Sunday in the, excuse me, let me hydrate real quick. The AFC championship game. And so, what a matchup that's going to be. Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And I am predicting a Buffalo win in that AFC championship matchup. I definitely think it's going to be a very close matchup. But, again, I think it all depends on who's starting. I feel like if Patrick Mahomes is able to come back next Sunday, I do expect the Chiefs to win that game just barely over the Bills. But if it does happen to be Chad Henne, and, even though Chad Henne looked very good today, I don't I don't think that the Chiefs could get over the hump, especially with how hot the Bills have been. They have they have been the hottest team coming into the playoffs and really showing it, when they have been out there. So, I fully expect that to continue with Buffalo to keep playing that dominant style of football that they're playing right now. And so, it has just been very impressive what we have seen from the Bills and, Josh Allen, again, having a record-breaking season, franchise record, throwing for over 4,500 passing yards. So, that is what I am predicting here with this AFC championship matchup. And even with Chad Henne, if he does start, I feel like the Chiefs still will make it an interesting game, but I would expect the Bills to win. How long is Mahomes out? That is the question. Welcome, Matthew Navarro, to the show. So great to see you here. How are you doing today? Hope everyone's doing very well. And I'm not sure entirely right now what the latest update is. I'm sure, probably we will find an update hopefully today, maybe in the next few days here. But that is going to be, again, the big question mark about the game next Sunday and the matchup. And so, to me, it all depends on who's going to be starting at quarterback. If Mahomes is able to go, I think the Chiefs are going to win. And if he's not able to go and it's Chad Henne, I do expect a close game, but I would have the Bills coming out on top. Again, with looking at the Bills and how, they have just been playing like the hottest football team since coming into the playoffs. So that has just been very impressive. Now, before we wrap up the post-game show, we are going to, as always, get to our picks of the game. So feel free, if you would like, to let me know your pick of the game in the comment section. And for me today, I am going to pick Chad Henne. I'm going to take the backup quarterback because, I feel like he was put in a very, pressure situation, and I feel like he answered the bell. I mean, that those last couple of drives, or that last drive there, for him to get the first down and, to stay composed in the moment, I feel like that showed a lot to me because, you just never know how backup quarterbacks are going to respond. And, it wasn't like the game was already a blowout. It was still a close game. And when Cleveland got that, early score in the fourth quarter to make it a one possession game, and it was 22-17, again, Cleveland had the opportunity to get a stop against Chad Henne there. And so, I give credit to Henne for, being able to come in, stay composed, and make the big plays when he needed to. And, again, that last play, you can argue, really was the play of the game, which set up the 4th and inches play. And from there, Cleveland, if they had just got a stop, they would have had an opportunity. And so, what a game this was. And I'm glad that we got to see a close one to the finish here because, early it looked like it was going to be a blowout. And so, I give big credit to Cleveland fighting back in this game, and also give credit to the Chiefs for responding back to the Browns comeback. So what a game it was. Chad Henne is my pick of the game, and we'll see what is going to happen. Again, praying for a speedy recovery for Mahomes, and that we will get to see him play next Sunday in the AFC Championship game. So that being said, before we wrap up, if you haven't done so, please smash up that like button. It really helps out the channel big time, and I really appreciate all your support. All it takes just 1 second out of your time, and it would mean so much to me. So thank you again, everyone, for all your support. And as always, until next time, we'll see you all back here at SF Bay Area Sports Talk. We will be coming back for the post game following the Saints and Buccaneers. So enjoy watching the game wherever you may be, and cannot wait to see you all next time. Thank you again, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will see you later. Strive for greatness. Take care, everyone.